Good evening. Maybe you're not really antisocial. Maybe you're just a loser. I know the title is provocative to some people, but that's just on purpose to grab people's attention. It's called negativity bias, if you want to Google it. In this video, I'm just going to share my unfiltered thoughts, and I hope that by the end of the video, we'll be able to differentiate between what a true antisocial person is, differentiates between that and someone who claims to be antisocial but is in fact, just for a lack of a better term, a loser. Okay, so the first part is people who claim to be antisocial to try to look cool. And the ones that I'm talking about here are people who are usually extroverts, meaning that they have friends that they hang out with and contact every day. I mean, if you're living a social life like that, you're not antisocial. That's the first thing. And frankly, people like that, they usually use the antisocial thing as a gimmick to try to be popular and use that as an excuse and a justification for being a jerk and being disrespectful to other people. That's pretty much it. I mean, being antisocial is not really something cool. Like, being antisocial means you don't relate to people. Like, you can't even relate to people. You don't care about people. You don't want to be around people. That's what being antisocial is. When you tell me that, oh, I'm antisocial, but then you have like 10 friends that contact you every day and you can't be alone, you have to go out every day, then, I mean, you're just a fraud. You're just trying to look cool. And if you're trying to look cool, you're a loser to me. I mean, let's just say it how it is. Either you are cool or you aren't. But if you say, I'm antisocial, therefore I am cool, no, I got some news for you. You're not. You're not cool. Okay, that's the first type, the extrovert who claims to be antisocial. And then the second part is the people who have difficulties with social skills and socializing with people. Like, these people have zero social skills, and they're like the real losers, like the stereotypical losers. Like, these people, they claim to be antisocial because they can't find success in their social environment. They can't make friends. They can't make meaningful relationships. They can't make allies, and they are desperate. These people are desperate, and they're living in denial, and they're lying to themselves when they claim that they are antisocial. When you claim that you are antisocial, you're basically lying to yourself to live in denial, because you have two choices. Either you're gonna say, I'm antisocial, which is safe, or you're gonna say, I'm a loser. And when you say that you are a loser, that means you have to hold yourself accountable, because if you're a loser, now you need to work on yourself to become a winner. And that takes too much effort, and most people don't want to make that much effort. So they prefer to call themselves antisocial and leave it at that. But that's not true. You're not antisocial. You can't socialize. You're a loser. You're a loser. You're a loser who doesn't want to hold himself accountable. And you're hiding behind this mask, this false mask of being antisocial. No, you aren't. I'm sorry, you aren't antisocial. You're a loser. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. You have to work on yourself. You have to work on improving your social skills. And yes, they are teachable. You can learn. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. I mean, that's the only difficulty you have. I mean, people live in poverty. Some people, everyone has some part of themselves that they are not lucky about. For you, it's the fact that you were raised by people who have not taught you proper social skills. That's just the way it is, and now you need to work at it. And frankly, you have the internet, which is like the biggest source of information you can have online. You just need to make a simple Google search, social skills, and you're gonna find some results, something to start with. But you can't be out there claiming to be antisocial, just an excuse to not work on yourself. That's just an excuse, and it doesn't work. You're gonna live a miserable life if you live like that. You have to hold yourself accountable, and you have to work on your social skills. Otherwise, you're gonna live the rest of your life as a loser. And I don't want that. Nobody wants that. Okay. So we explained basically what antisocial isn't. So what is antisocial? Well, antisocial is basically someone who actively chooses to be a loner. They have people, they have friends, they have relationships, but they just prefer to be alone. However, if they ever want to socialize, they can easily do that because they have people around them. It's not like they're not isolated. They're not lonely. They genuinely just prefer to be alone. They prefer to just pursue their hobbies and interests alone. They dislike people. And yes, they dislike people because they see a certain aspect of human nature. And let's be honest about it. I mean, people are not perfect, and there's a lot of BS with people. And some people just say, "Well, I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm capable of dealing with that." But it's like, why bother? It's not worth it. Yes. So they prefer to be alone as much as they can. If there are situations where they are required to be social, they are gonna be social. But if they had to choose between being in a social event or being alone, they are gonna choose to be alone. That's the way it is. So, yeah, they're not isolated, they're not lonely, they just prefer to be alone. And the appeal, like the people who want to be antisocial because they think it looks cool. Yes, it looks cool because when you are antisocial, that means you don't need people. You're not afraid of being alone, and there is some sort of power. You are self-assured, you are empowered, and that's what people find attractive about antisocial people, because they don't need other people. They are empowered. They feel powerful in themselves. That's the cool part of being antisocial. But it's not like it's not like the antisocial person is making an effort to be cool. It's just that their nature of being antisocial makes other people perceive them as cool. But let me tell you something. I mean, look, being antisocial is not fun. I'll tell you that. I mean, you have no interest in people. You're not interested in making new friends, meeting new people. That stuff doesn't interest you. You just want to be alone. You can't even relate to people. Like people are annoying. 99% of the time, people are annoying. You just don't want to be around them. You just don't like people. And that's not, in a way, it's like you see other people, they're having relationships and all that stuff, and you're like, that stuff doesn't interest me. It's like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in being friends. I'm not interested in making new friends. I'm not interested in meeting new people. I just want to be alone with my hobbies and my interests. And then I interact with people when I have to interact with them, and then I go on about my life. It's like when you're antisocial, it's like you see people as objects. And I know that's not nice, but that's the truth. It's like people are like an object. The people that you're gonna have around you are people that you're gonna need. It's not necessarily, what I'm trying to say is like no relationship is random. Like The people that you are gonna have around you are people that you are gonna need in some way, shape, or form. Like, you're gonna make a relationship based on something, like some benefit. If there is no benefit from a relationship, you're not gonna be in it. Like, for example, an antisocial person, if he has, for example, a girlfriend, it's because there are benefits to be in with a girlfriend. I think we all know what those benefits are. I'm not trying to be demonetized. For example, you can be with a friend because he has positive energy. So that positive energy is something that benefits you. So you keep that person around you. If you have a friend that's always negative, that's not a friend. That's not a person you're gonna associate with. And there are also material benefits. Like, you're gonna people around for the material benefits that you get from them. But there will be no emotional attachment. You're not gonna be loyal to these people. You get what I'm saying? And it's not like you're evil or mean. It's just the way your brain functions. You're unable to create an emotional bond with people. With most people. Like, it's not like you're a monster. Of course you're gonna create an emotional bond, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. And most of the time, being an antisocial, you're not gonna. It's very rare that you're gonna be trying to make that much effort into a relationship. I know my ideas are a bit all over the place, but I hope it made some sense. And you know, I don't want you to just agree with what I just said. Like, I want you to push back. If there's something I said that you don't agree with, like, tell me if you don't agree. What's your opinion? And if there are interesting new perspectives, maybe I'll make a follow-up video. If I have more to say about this subject, I'll also make a follow-up video. So we'll see. Let me know what you think about this format. Like, this is unscripted. I just picked up the mic, thought I'd talk about a subject, and I just started talking like this. Do you like this this format? Should I make more videos about this? Let me know. And don't worry, the Schizo ASMR videos will continue. I got one video I'm working on right now, so be on the lookout for that one. And well, thanks for listening to my ramble. And finally, just remember, the world is getting crazy out there, so be safe. And no matter how crazy it gets, just know that everything is gonna be alright. So take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye.